What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. Contessa is out of pocket, loud and aggressive. She needs to have server seats. Anything for clout. Toya, you better than me because I would two-piece the ish out of Contessa. She mad cause you told the truth. Contessa was out of line. She wouldn't have had to wonder this time if she got hit on purpose. You called my husband or what? Oh, hell no. Do you realize that you also just accused Mariah of doing drugs? This is for Dr. Jackie. I thought you bringing up that drug rumor on Open and Honest was out of what I understand is your character, but I see now that you guys did it for the show. You don't like Mariah at all. Who you think? Tired of seeing the black women not uplifting each other? I had to stop watching you guys. Sometimes you guys embarrass yourself and I don't care for the optics. Yes, loved the episode but was a little disappointed in Jackie for repeating this person meant a nasty rumor made by Quad last season. It was very distasteful. Heavenly is messy. I can't take her. Mariah responded, shaking my head. I was astonished. There has to be repercussions to their actions. As a hard-working minority mother, wife, and black boss, I am beyond offended. Drugs? Shaking my head. Tessa, you are my homegirl. I rocks with you and will debate any bleep about how amazing you and your husband are. You've been my fave from day one, and however, what you said about Eugene was dead bleep wrong, sis. For real. If you haven't, you definitely need to apologize to Eugene and Toya. That was very out of character for you. From what we know of you. Toya is not my favorite at all, but you disrespected upstanding black men in general when you called Eugene We get enough of that from other people. We don't need to do it to ourselves also. For the record, you are correct. All of the husbands get into the women's affairs, especially Aiden. All of them. So Toya was talking out of her neck. She called Scott out. Anyways, fix it, sis. Dr. Jackie, I turned off the show tonight. I just couldn't take it. You are all professional women. What I heard tonight gave me a headache and made me sad. I will follow your Instagram. Love seeing the babies, but divorcing the show. Oh my, I never thought this person meant there would be this much arguing and name calling on this show. Hopefully y'all will work through some of, the issues. Well, there you have it. I decided to go around social media and see what people had to say. Some of the comments were way worse than that, but I want to get into my commentary of how I feel and what, I thought about the premiere of Married to Medicine Season 7. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so I want to start with this whole drug allegations, okay? For those of you who did not watch Married to Medicine last season or you missed the reunion, Mariah talked about how Quad, slept with her sister, ex-husband, and, was basically spilling, some stuff out there on Quad, and Quad being Quad, she had to hit below the belt. All right, and below the belt was accusing Mariah of doing cocaine. Allegedly, she said she saw what she saw. Of course, Mariah was like, I don't do drugs. I've never, tried any type of drugs. I don't understand why she would do that. When Phaedra Parks, said that Candy Burris from the Real Housewives of Atlanta was going to drug and rape Portia Williams. The people over there, the producers over there, did not care at first. Why? Because they were destroying each other. They don't care if y'all pulling each other hair, cussing each other, coming to blows with each other, jumping on tables and doing all those crazy things. They don't care. Those people only care when they feel like it's affecting them, their brand. When you jump on tables and you fight and you do all of those things, you are messing up your brand, not Bravo, okay? Bravo is cashing their way all the way to the bank, and having a good old time on the backs of all of you, making yourselves look like, fools. The only reason why Phaedra Parks is no longer on the Real Housewives of Atlanta is because she involved the producers. She said that someone put that in her ear for her to say what she said. And then Portia Williams had to call her out and said, no, you told me straight up that Candy said. So once she dragged the producers in it, then Bravo became liable, because Candy could have sued and the outside looking in could have been like, really, Bravo? Yeah, that desperate for views that you're going around accusing one of your employees of rape and drugging someone? That could have shut the entire Bravo operation down. So when they were the ones and their money could have possibly, in their pockets, could have possibly been affected, that's when they took action and let Phaedra go. I'm not sure what type of contract Mariah signed over there, even though it's her show, but there's no way someone accused me of drugs, and I don't sue them and have them prove it and take them to court and drag them for everything that they don't have. And there's no way that person who's on the verge of getting the divorce is still sitting on my show collecting a check after accusing me of doing drugs, something that could ruin my career. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is why, listen, young people, when you are doing things, don't just look at the money, The money is great, but make sure you are reading your paperwork and you're doing things the right way. Yes, it's Mariah's show. Yes, she put blood, sweat, and tears in it, created it, met with the right people, shopped her show around, and now it's on TV. But in that process of shopping her show around to get it on TV, she signed over certain rights, and that's the reason why they can treat her any way they want to. That's the reason why someone else can come and be in the middle. While she's all the way on the side, you can barely see her. That's the reason why this girl can come over here and claim she did drugs. She's on the verge of divorce, says she's in the 9th inning, and still be on the show that you created, collecting checks after she accused you of doing drugs, ruining your reputation. But yes, she's still on the show. Yes, I get it. A lot of people didn't believe her and is calling her a liar. But that is still something that you don't say. So make sure, let this be a lesson to you all. You know what I'm saying? Like, another person went and started, one of the girls took Mariah's idea, went to LA and started Married to Medicine LA. Guess what? Mariah doesn't have any power over that. She only have power over Married to Medicine Atlanta. Mona Scott Young, Love and Hip Hop, every single franchise belongs to her. She's collecting all of those checks forever. So ladies and gentlemen, when you got something big going on, believe in yourself, believe in what you have, and all of that. At least Mariah was smart enough to say, okay, yeah, I can have most of it, but y'all still going to acknowledge that this is my show, and y'all still going to put me in there as executive producer. But at the end of the day, look at how she's being treated. So that's that. Dr. Jackie being a doctor and understanding how you can't just speak like that and just talk about certain things, for her to be so comfortable to be like, do you think Quad should have talked about Mariah doing drugs, as if it's real? Do you think Quad should have spilled Mariah's secrets of doing drugs? First of all, she didn't even say allegedly. That right there, I hope Mariah take them to court. Now, I think they're being reckless on the show because they probably signed certain contracts that if you get in a fight, you're signing your rights over that you can't sue this person, you can't do this, you can't do. There's certain things in their contract, which is the reason why you don't see Quad on social media talking about it. However, they are freely talking about it on the show because based on the contract that they signed, the show is protecting them. But now I know people might say, but Mariah said things about, said Heavenly husband cheated, and then she took she decided to take the high road and not expose him. And, she said Quad slept with a married man. Those things are nasty. Listen, they all shade each other. I'm not excusing Mariah's shade. Shading someone and, oh, your man is this. Oh, your man is this. That's one thing. Accusing someone of doing drugs, that's on a whole different level. Heavenly trying to give other people advice? Absolutely not. No. Mariah had me cracking up when she, made a comment about that on that whole Open and Honest show. And like I said, the show is called Married to Medicine. And as long as Quad is still legally married, she's done. Okay? She's not legally married anymore. It's over. But she's still legally married on the show. She's not with the man, but she is still legally married to medicine. And she's going to milk it, okay, and get her check until she's legally divorced and become single. So technically, she is still married to medicine in the 9th inning. Really? Girl, bye. Anyways, the another thing is, these people, yes, I know some of them been friends for a long time, like real friends, but you come on these reality TV show, you have to understand that everybody's on here to collect the check, collect the bag, the money, whatever word you use, and sometimes it becomes a co-worker situation. So Simone, Heavenly of all people, should not be anyone that you should be trusting with your business. So right there, sweetheart, that's the problem. Okay, you don't talk to Heavenly or any of these girls about your business unless you are looking for a storyline. So cut the BS. That was a storyline. And a storyline, guys, don't misinterpret. It's not a bad thing. Everyone needs, okay, a storyline in order for them to stay on the show. You need, okay, yes, something going on in your life, but is it worth it for us to keep you and pay you? Simone knew exactly what she was doing. She told Heavenly her business because she knew what Heavenly was going to do. This is all a plan. What, out of nowhere, your husband is on Twitter? So your husband go on Twitter, then Heavenly claps back, boom. Someone have a storyline right there. Now she have an issue with Heavenly. Now we're going to see her and Heavenly shoot a few scenes about Heavenly talking about her husband not having a job. There you go. Check, bag, everything secure. We're not stupid. We know what's going on. That was all planned, whatever. But I'm just saying, let's just say it wasn't planned and she was just having a conversation and she truly trusted Heavenly. Come on, man. These girls are your co-workers. You see how Heavenly talk about people and talk to people. That's the last person you would talk to. Don't you have Dr. Jackie to talk to you about that? That's why I'm saying this is a storyline. Because you have Jackie to call and talk to you about that. You have other people to call and talk to. Heavenly? You chose Heavenly? Girl, bye. Also, choosing Heavenly was perfect because if you think about it, this is what Heavenly been doing forever since she's been on the show. Pick fights with Mariah and other people on the show so that way the cameras stay out of her marriage and her business, okay? I'm not going to exploit my marriage. I want my marriage to last. So I'm going to just pick a fight. Mariah wants this show to be successful. She wants this show to have season after season. So of course, she's not going to ignore me. She's going to feed right into what I say or do to her. And there you go. There's my storyline. So Simone was like, listen, I've already exploited my marriage. I've already went on the verge of getting a divorce and did all that stuff. I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm going to have a fight with Quad, okay, and a fight with Heavenly and wherever else I can find to have a fight. and leave my happy and healthy family alone. I'm not exploiting them anymore. I'm basically taking a play out of Heavenly's book. Perfect. It's very easy to figure these people out. When Mariah said that Heavenly paid someone to call in the podcast, she's so shady. And then the person asked Heavenly, why are you so messy? And Heavenly said, am I being punked? Child, first of all, that Mariah and Simone had me in tears, okay? They are hilarious. Now, y'all know sometimes I'm not here for Simone, but she had me laughing. That whole I blocked B word and all of that was just hilarious. And then Mariah Little, she's just quick with it. And then Eugene and Cecil outside yelling that there are B words. Just everything, okay? So I love that in the midst of the mess, sometimes the ladies are able to find, the fun in it all. I love the fun shade and all of it. Now, when Mariah said that Jackie showed her slipped, of course Jackie knew what she meant. So I'm like, girl, please stop talking about I had on pants. Anyways, when Toya was praying over the meal with her and Simone and Mariah, and she was like, let us not gain weight, I thought that was a cute moment. It was funny and cute. I already talked about Toya's new house, did an anniversary video, showed the house and all of that. So, the house is done. They're moved in. However, the show was shot a few months ago. So you are seeing things that's already done. So I don't have to talk about the house, but it's a beautiful house. Jackie rebuilding the house. Nothing to see there. Now, let's get into the event, okay? Regardless if it's in a parking lot, whatever the case might be, Dr. Damon is doing something great, so kudos to him, okay? He have a practice that his name is on the building, all of that, so kudos to him. Speaking of Dr. Damon, I really love the moment where Eugene acknowledged that he gave him his first job. Not only that, contributing to their wedding in cash, okay? With all of the mess going on, Heavenly could have, thrown that in their face a long time ago. Oh, did you guys know that my husband, and I paid for their wedding and my husband gave Eugene his first job and stuff like that? So you see what I'm saying now? She picked and choose who she's going to go after because she knows Mariah is the show and Mariah going to give her more airtime, and that's why she doesn't go after certain people. And then, of course, her husband probably would have been highly upset, that she did that. So I'm glad that with all of the back and forth and the disrespect, that Eugene was able to admit that. Like, look, I'm grateful. He gave me my first job, and he did A, B, and C. I thought that was amazing. Dr. Simone, I drive by her office all the time. It's literally right next to my dentist's office. So I drive by there all the time. So I'm like, oh, that's the building I drive by all the time. Yep. Contessa, team too much. I applaud her for going back to school and all of that. She's a hypocrite. The girls just repeated exactly what your husband did. How dare you call their husbands the B word and say mentioning being winning business when your husband literally jumped in a woman's face. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Bravo did the flashback for her to remember her husband, a man, about to jump in a woman's face and had the nerve to say, talking about her size and all of that. Like, girl, exactly what Contessa said about Eugene, she described her husband perfectly. Because her husband is the one that was about to jump in a woman's face, okay? So I wasn't here for Contessa at all. Just team too much. Okay, so your husband taking care of your kids while you go to school, so that gave you the right to be a hypocrite, and people shouldn't call you out on it. People saying, Toya was quiet because she knows who to come for, and Contessa is not one to play with. It had nothing to do with that. when you get so mad to the point where you realize that if you really react on the level that your brain is operating of how mad you are, you might end up in jail, and you might end up making a fool out of yourself where your kids get to watch, and you might end up messing up Heavenly's and her husband's event. So I could see that Toya was so mad that she was like, you know what? I already fought one person, she and Mariah, ages ago, and I'm not trying to go there again. I'm just going to be quiet and leave. I don't think it had anything to do with because it was Contessa and Toya was scared. For those who pulled on Nene Leakes when she came for Peter Thomas and said that he was acting like a B word, okay? But I'm glad that Toya reacted the way that she did. She kept her cool and she left. As you saw in the preview, it's going to be revisited. And overall, it was a decent episode. Of course, the introduction of the new doctor, it was nice to see them. And we shall see, as the season progresses. Congratulations to Simone and her husband, her family making it work. I'm glad that her son is still in school. It's not a situation where he went to college and he dropped out. I know that his parents wouldn't allow that anyways. So I'm glad that even though he came back home, he's still, in school. So I'm glad the family's doing well. I'm glad Mariah and Aiden's doing well. Heavenly and her husband seems to be doing okay. And you know what? Yeah, I'm wishing all of them the best. And yeah, man, so I'm looking forward to the next episode. Head and end here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.